injury front, I think you guys have most of these, but Malik has a quad injury. We'll get imaging on that. We have to play complementary football to have a chance versus a good football team, and they had a drive start on the 16 after a big punt return that led to a touchdown. They had a drive start on the 18 after a muffed punt that led to a touchdown. They had a drive start on the 25 after a failed 4th and inches, led to a touchdown. A 4th and 1 on the plus 42 led to a field goal. So that's not the way to play a good team where you're giving them short fields. That's not the right. With our defense, we got to make them earn it, and I don't think we did that today. And that's on me. They get it fixed. Listen, it's a good football team that you're facing, and guys fought their butts off, but just not enough, especially with some of the field position that we put them in. But with that, I'll take any questions.
Kevin, you had the 4th and 1 from your own 33, 10-8, 7 minutes left in the third. With the defense playing as well as it has, and the elements, all of that, why go for it at that moment?
Felt good, Daniel. I think, there's always the obvious risk when you go for it in those situations, but if you feel good about the plays you have and your players, you feel good about converting on those distances.
Why specifically did you go? I guess, Tommy, why did you go for the sneak with Harold when you've been running the Wildcat, the jumbo packages as much as you have?
Yeah, it was just felt good about the call. Didn't get it done.
Was there any confusion leading up to that? It seemed rushed.
We had a couple guys in and out of the lineup due to injury, so that caused it. But we obviously lined up. It was a quick count, so knew that the play would get off.
Kevin, did you think that Shedeur built on his first start last week against the Raiders?
Yeah, I'd have to look at it, Mary Kay. Obviously, he's battling like all of our guys are battling. I know there's plays he wants back, but we'll look at it. We'll correct it.
And will you start him next week?
Yes.
So many injuries on the offensive line, guys in and out. How did that affect today?
It's just part of it, Jeff, with injuries. Don't like it, but it's just part of it.
Kevin, it felt like you had success running the ball, but then on those short yardage, even before the 4th and 1 or 2nd and 2 or whatever, how disappointing, and why do you think it didn't work on those 4th and 1s?
Yeah, I'd have to look at it to give you a good answer, Scott, other than to say that they made a play. Felt good about the concepts that we had up, but they did a better job.
Was Wyatt dealing with an injury, and if not, why did you guys rotate him to Tevin?
Yeah, I rotated Tevin throughout the game. I wanted to see Tevin in this game, but obviously want to always get our guys as many reps as we can.
Because with the jumbo package that Tevin is usually in as a 6th offensive lineman, do you think that led to some confusion because it looked like Wyatt?
No, it was really due to the injury that we had previously.
Just one more on that Fannin play. The Wildcat has moved so well with Q. Why not? Why?
Well, it was 4th and inside of 1, I think. So it was inches. So as you guys know, quarterback sneak's the most effective play in that situation. We did not execute. That's on me. We'll get it fixed.
When you say that Shedeur will start next week, are you still taking this week by week, or are you prepared to say that he's kind of your guy?
Yeah, I'm not going to get into all that, Mary Kay, other than to say we all have to just play better.
Okay.
You mentioned the mistakes on special teams, and we've asked you throughout the season about the job that Bobby Ventrone is doing, and I say that all to ask, why do you think that major changes aren't required after another
Yeah, we'll
game
just make sure that we
mistakes?
keep coaching our guys, Daniel, and we had some young guys make some young mistakes today.
On a positive note, what did you think of the touchdown throw that Shedeur had to Harold?
Yeah, I thought that was really well executed. I thought it was a good call by Tommy in that situation. Felt really strongly about that call, that play. We kind of have been waiting to get to it for a couple weeks. Had the right time for it.
On the long punt return that they had, it felt like Grant maybe ran by it. Could you get a sense?
Yeah, I'd have to look at it. I'm not sure.
And you guys are going to have a losing season. I mean, how disappointing is that to you to know that's going to be the case?
All of it. Losing's always disappointing, Mary Kay. It's frustrating, and for your players that work so hard and put so much into this, you want to be able to put them in position to succeed, and obviously we didn't do that today.
You mentioned Malik, but is there any fear for a long-term concern with any of the other guys that I know, like Dylan and even Isaiah?
Absent imaging and testing those type of things, it's hard to say.
How did you think the defense did, given the fact that they were put in bad spots a lot of the day?
Yeah, again, a very, very good offense, as you know. Battled. Of course, there's going to be things that we can clean up, but it's just not. You can't play that way, putting a good team on a short field that many times.
On the field, was it a difficult day to throw because of the wind?
It was. Yeah, it was definitely going away from the dog pound.
What kind of offensive adjustments were you trying to make in the second half? Because it didn't look like anything was working in the second half offensively.
Yeah, we just have to find a way to stay on the football field. Thought there were some good things happening in the run game, but we just not enough, really.
Will you try to get more involved maybe in some of the special teams, since that's been an area of concern?
I guess I'm responsible for all of it. Mary Kay, I'm involved in all of it. We'll get it coached up.
Kevin, you said multiple times that you can't put a good team on a short field like that. So when you decide to go for it on 4th and 1 again, given a 2-point game but still a lot of time left, was that something where like the analytics said to go for it? Was it a gut decision from you?
No, it's always my decision. Listen, I take in information, but it's always my decision. We're going against a good team. We're the underdogs. You're gonna have to play in some situations aggressively. I feel good about those 2 calls and those 2 concepts on 4th and short. I have to trust our guys based on the matchup, based on who we have, based on who they have, those type of things.
I'm decent right now.
Shedeur, just how frustrating for you guys to have the mistakes and the turnovers that you had in this game and not be able to play this team?
Yeah, it doesn't feel good. Doesn't feel at all good at all to be here in front of y'all, not on top, but it comes with it.
Shedeur, the pass to Jerry there, I think it was on the first series. Was that just, wind catching it a little bit, and on top of that, how much did the wind kind of impact some of your throws you feel like today?
I would say overall it's about spending time. It's about spending time in those situations and being able to gauge, so all quarterbacks know you got to cut through the wind whenever you throw, so then at the same time you gauging the speed and time to distance and travel and everything, and I was just calculated off. That's all it was. It was just a miss. It was just a missed shot. So then when I missed that shot, I gotta stay on myself to keep shooting.
You were down late in that game after you took the slide.
Yeah.
You were kind of flexing your leg. What happened there?
It was just a little ankle. Just a little ankle. But we good though. We good. Yeah.
How would you assess the way you played today, Shedeur?
By wins and losses. Obviously we lost, so I didn't play well. There's definitely things on film. I'ma look back and want to get back and want to see, but at least moving forward, I know what we could do differently going about the week and being able, to get fully prepared for every possibility.
Shedeur, you talk so much about just trying to get on the same page with everybody on the offense these last couple weeks. How difficult is it when there's injuries and things that are sort of changing out pieces and parts along the offensive line for you throughout a game?
Life difficult in general, so that's not a big problem, I'll say, to me. I just got to be better overall. I got to be able to rally everybody together, when adversity is hitting, So even when I'm off, I got great teammates around me that's able, to pick me up and keep going. But I think overall, I just gotta have more of a role like that and be better at that.
How about your touchdown pass to Harold Fannin? Just kind of take us through that play a little bit.
Yeah, we practiced it, I'll say, for like 3-4 weeks, and we got the look. We got the look that we wanted, and we executed it.
No.
Shedeur, what adjustments were made offensively at halftime? Because it seemed the second half was non-productive.
Not in what?
It wasn't productive the second half offensively, so were you guys trying to do things differently to adjust to what San Francisco was doing?
Nah, of course we was running the ball. We ran the ball very well, and when we got in certain passing situations and field position, everything like that, it wasn't the best. It wasn't the best. It was a comfort level. I think, like as players and as teammates, we have to be able to gel with each other and be comfortable with each other in every situation. That takes time. That takes a lot of things. So, this team is not gonna be a microwave thing. We're gonna have sparks. We're gonna have here and there, but it's gonna take time to be able to develop that chemistry with everybody, to be on the same page with Jerry. Of course, you want to be able to get on the ball, but you gotta understand it take time. I'm more of a trust person, and that's just what it boiled down to. So we have to spend time on task and with all those guys and be able to trust and be able to see things at the same lens. A lot of time out there, I would say, passing-wise, we're not seeing everything at the same lens or guys, certain guys aren't in the same spot that we seen and we practice. Spot, I'm saying, like, who lined up where, if you put Jerry on this side, like, we just got to be comfortable and just make everything consistent.
How do you balance that patience that you need, the time on task, with your competitive desire to do well and win every week?
I mean, well, I'm sure everybody's frustrated now, so I think we all, I think it's easy for everybody to jump on board, I think we all want to win. I think that's what Cleveland, I think that's what the coaches, that's what everybody wants to win. So, I feel like we'll be able to do what's necessary to get that result.
What did you see on those 4th and 1, those 2 4th and 1s that didn't work? And did you like Kevin having the aggressiveness there, even backed up in your territory?
I mean, first, that's a rude question to ask. If I think, it was a great call by my coach,
Do you like the aggression? Not do you like the call? Like, do you like?
I like being out there playing. so whatever that comes with, it comes with. We not gonna be here and ever point finger at no coach or do anything like that. That's extremely disrespectful, and that's not even in my place. So I'm thankful for being out there, honestly, and I'm thankful that he trusts us as an offense to be able to go out there and be able to execute. Did we execute? No, we didn't. But, I'm just thankful that we have that trust.
Kevin
We're going to
Stefanski,
go Mary Kay, and then I think Daniel got one, and then we got Miles on the
Kevin, said that you're starting again next week. So how much are you looking forward to, once again, getting back at it and having an opportunity to build on what you did this week and go out and do it again next week?
Yeah, of course I'm thankful. Like, in the midst of everything that's going on, wins, loss, anything, I remember when I wasn't playing, so I never forget that feeling, so I try my best to not let that happen again, for me to be in that position. But we fell short today, and we just can't continue doing that. We can't continue doing that at all. So I know we let a lot of people down. We let the coaches down, as players and everything today. But we'll be ready to go next week.
Shedeur, I know you said that you just view it in the lens of wins and losses, but I mean there were 3 straight drives where you guys get into San Francisco territory in the first half, and you finally get points. Did it feel like in the first half though, like you guys as the offense were making that progress before things kind of changed in the second half and the game script kind of went away?
Honestly, I don't even know how to answer that question. I just got done playing, so I didn't even.
Did it feel like you guys were building momentum? Is what I asked.
Yeah, you could tell whenever we build momentum. You could see it. I'm sure y'all able to see it when we out there, when we confident, and I'm sure y'all able to see when we out there and we not. So it's about being more confident. Whenever we are getting slow, it's about rallying the guys, and I didn't do a great job of that today. Rallying everybody together whenever things aren't going our way, and staying focused and staying on it. So that's something, off the field I know I got to improve is, even when I shoot my shot and I miss, I just got to keep shooting and I got to keep having everybody, bringing everybody together. You know what I'm saying? Because I know the offense, I know the team count on me, to do my job and do what I got to do. And, I feel like I failed them today.